Hi guys, Dazzie with another episode of my top 20 selling comic books of the week. This time it's episode 24. Today I'm going to be discussing the best selling books on eBay from the 31st of May 2019. Basically, since coverprice.com came on the scene, they've become a go-to spot for watching eBay trends on comics. And they scour thousands of eBay sales to culminate data to spotlight the hottest selling comics. Here is this week's top 20 selling comics. Let's see if you can beat me. Most people normally do. Let's get into the books, guys. Sorry I'm a couple of days late. Big con weekend. Excited to show that whole video tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Starting in at number 20. Do I have it? I do. Major X, issue 1. Still going strong, guys. This is the first full appearance of Major X. Alexander Nathaniel Summers. The first appearance of Dreadpool also. Of course, it is a Rob Liefeld creation and cover. Now, 38 copies have sold of this book this past week with a 7-day trend of plus 91%. Can you believe a 9.8 CGC sold for as high as $239.99? Crazy stuff. This isn't even his first appearance. Of course, that is in Spider-Man Deadpool, issue 47. Still, I'm not a Liefeld fan, and I know he's got his detractors, but he has a fan base, believe it or not. Some of his artwork is terrible in my opinion. I think it's issue 3 where the Wolverine's got a terrible looking face, but like I say, he's refusing to sign some of these books. But bad press is better than no press, I guess, because like I say, his books are on fire. That Major X run has been hot. Number 19 on our list. Do I have it? I don't. And the book in question is from Atlas Comics. Of course, Atlas Comics have just signed a mega motion picture deal. They are going to bring all their properties to the big screen with big budgets included, 100 million plus per film. Basically, they're just rip-offs of DC and Marvel. And they were Bronze Age comics from, I think, about 1974 and 1975. They were short-lived, and a lot of the characters changed from the start of the mini-series of like 1 to 5 issues, and by the end of it they look completely different, and a lot of these series were cut short. But these Atlas books are now on fire. And number 19 on our list, like I said, is Cougar, issue number 1. Cougar, the first appearance of Cougar. 27 copies of that book have sold this past week, with a 7-day trend of plus 132%, and a high sale raw has just gone for $16. So if you can find these Atlas books in your dollar bins, guys, pick them up. Cheap spec that could really pay off if these films are as big as they're suggesting. Now, not in any way do I think it's going to rival the MCU, but I'm all for comic book speculation, cheap, that can be really rewarding. Number 18 on our list, and we're sticking with Atlas Comics. They've been on fire the last couple of weeks. And the book in question this time, Phoenix, issue number 1. Phoenix. Again, the first appearance of Phoenix. 28 copies have sold of Phoenix this past week. The 7-day trend, plus 132% again. And a high sale 9.8 CGC has just sold for $159. Crazy stuff. These were dollar bin books all day long. They're not that easy to find. I've been searching in the UK. Not too much joy. Went to a con, had a look, couldn't find much. Number 17 on our list is a book that is really on fire. There is a variant with Wonder Woman on the cover. We're talking Devil's Due Comics. This is the regular cover. This is the Alexandria, Ocasio-Cortez, and the Freshman Force Who Dis? Washington Warrior variant. Now, 37 copies of this book have sold this past week with a 7-day trend of plus 108%. I was surprised this was in my LCS because a high sale raw has just gone for $150. $150, which is crazy stuff. Yeah. So, good luck in trying to find it. I paid £5.50 for this, but it seems as though this book is somewhat on fire now. Like I said, there is a I think it's an incentive variant with Wonder Woman on the front cover that has been recalled due to DC not wanting Wonder Woman on the cover. But I'm happy to have that book now. It's tempting to sell it when the prices are like that. I might have a think. Up next on our list, number 16 on our list, we're still there with Atlas. We're talking The Destructor, issue number 1. Now I think he is supposedly their only real true superhero. Obviously the first appearance of Destructor. 39 copies of that Atlas book have sold this past week with a 7-day trend of 103%. The high sale raw has just gone for $50 of Destructor. Madness. Up next is a book I've been looking for. I'll say no more than that. From IDW, we are talking Road of Bones, issue number 1. Road of Bones. Now, Road of Bones, 18 copies have sold this past week. The 7-day trend, plus 227%, with a high sale raw of $18 on Road of Bones. Up next is a book that I've never heard of, and we're talking Atlas again. We are talking number 14 on our list, Hands of the Dragon, from June of 1975. I do like these covers though. Do like these covers. Colours really pop on them. So, The Hands of the Dragon. Obviously the first appearance of The Hands of the Dragon. 37 copies were sold this past week with a 7-day trend of plus 111%. And a high sale raw has just gone for $27. You can't deny these Atlas comics. Number 13 on our list is a book I've been looking for, With No Joy, from Dark Horse Comics. Now this book is probably heating up due to the fact that Dark Horse has just announced a deal with Netflix. And the book I'm in question is Last Stop on the Red Line. Last Stop on the Red Line. I think my friend Lyric Magic Moments has picked up a copy of this. 24 copies have sold this past week with a 7-day trend of 100 plus 178% and a high sale raw of $16. I think it's a horror tale. That was our number 13. Number 12 on our list. Still there, guys. Bit of a stalwart. Ultimate Fallout, issue number 4. Now, obviously, this is the first appearance of Miles Morales, the star of Into the Spider-Verse, that fantastic animated film that took down, I think it was a Golden Globe and an Oscar. What can I say about this? Well, 32 copies were sold this past week with a 7-day trend of plus 134%. A CGC 9.8 has just sold for a high of $365, guys. Now, mine's high grade. I'm a harsh grader. I think I've put this at a 9.4, but it could be as high as a 9.6. I paid £13.90 for this back in March of 2018, so you can see how it's gone. Might be slab worthy, that one. Number 11 on our list, guys, and the last of our runners up, or the first runner up to the big top 10. Couldn't be Atlas again, could it? You know it is. We're talking The Scorpion, issue number 1. More Atlas goodness from 1975. The Scorpion. The first appearance of Chaikin. It's getting a bit hot, that one, because it's a bondage cover too. Woo. Now, 41 copies have sold of that Scorpion issue number 1. The 7-day trend of plus 106% and a high sale raw for the first appearance of Scorpion, $26. $26. So that takes us into the big top 10, guys. This is where things really start to heat up. Number 10 on our list is a book I was looking for. It's the first full appearance of the Swordmaster. And it's a variant cover for a hot title at the moment, which is War of the Realms, New Agents of Atlas, issue number 2. The first full appearance of the Swordmaster. Now, the Swordmaster first appeared just on the cover of issue number 1 to War of the Realms, New Agents of Atlas, issue 1. Of course, New Agents of Atlas first came out in 2006. But Marvel have suggested that they are going to really push this Asian team. I'm excited to see where this team goes. 7-day trend for the Stonehouse variant, plus 174%. 27 copies have sold of that book this past week. An average raw $90.97. What can you say, guys? I'm guessing this is an incentive. But that is it. War of the Realms, New Agents of Atlas, issue 2, the Stonehouse variant. Wow. That's a hot series, that New Agents of Atlas. I told my LCS about it, and I'm glad to see some of those books now coming into the shop, because they weren't. Number 9 on our list. This is an interesting one. Captain America, issue 275. Yeah, this is now on my radar. This is the first appearance of Baron Zemo II. Now, the 7-day trend on that book, plus 152%. Weekly units sold, 33. Average raw sale, $9.15. And the average graded is it's in that range where we can still just about get it, $46.62. Now, people are obviously saying that Captain America 168 is the first appearance. Well, I have that. But to follow that up, Helmut Zemo was created by Roy Thomas, Tony Isabella, and Sal Buscema, and first appeared as Phoenix in Captain America issue 168. And nearly a decade later, he made his first appearance as Baron Zemo in his now familiar costume in Captain America 275. Good bit of info there. Number 8 on our list. Do I have it? I do. I've just talked about this one. If you haven't gotten this one, guys, I advise you to. This is War of the Realms, New Agents of Atlas. The introduction of several new Asian characters. We got the first appearance of Luna Snow, who is Sol He. The first appearance of Crescent, who is Dan B. The first appearance of Lot, who is this Bear Spirit. The first appearance of Arrow, who is Lei Ling. The first appearance of Wave. There was a nice variant cover with Wave on the front cover, and Wave is Pearl Pangan. And this is obviously, like I said, the first cover appearance of Swordmaster. This is the regular Billy Tan cover. Now, the 7-day trend on this book, plus 119%. 42 copies of this have sold this past week. Average raw sales are still well available, $3.59. But it's the volume. 42 have just sold. Crazy stuff. We're on to number 7 on our list. And it was one of my hot comic book alerts of late. Bone Parish, issue number 1. And this is the cover thereafter. The regular Lee Garbett cover. And of course, this is from Colin Bunn. And this is supposedly going to be optioned. Yeah, we're going to get a Bone Parish, either a series or a film, which is exciting. I think this is about people who are like smoking the ash of dead people. Crazy stuff. What can I tell you about it? Well, the 7-day trend is plus 476%. 476, that's good stuff. 11 copies have sold this past week. The average raw sale now is $31.62. Now, I paid £3.50 for this copy, and I found another copy about 3 or 4 weeks ago for 50p, and I flipped it for about 5. Oh, I feel a bit of a fool now. But who's to say? You can't. That's the fun of the spec game, isn't it? Well, the average graded book now is $62.50. Now, I'm guessing that's not a 9.8. But Bone Parish, I've always liked this cover. But I sent another copy to Lyric Magic Moment. So, yeah, that's a good one now, mate. Number 6 on our list is a book we haven't really seen before. But I was delighted to win my copy from a lot of our good friends, Joker68. I managed to win his competition. And the book in question is Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars, issue number 8. This is the first appearance of the black costume. Simple as that. The origin of the black symbiote costume that becomes Venom. It's also the second appearance of Spider-Woman, who is Julia Carpenter. And this is where Spider-Man's new black costume is explained as an alien costume. Now, Spider-Man's black costume first appeared in Amazing Spider-Man 252, Marvel Team Up 141, and Spectacular Spider-Man 90, which were all published in May 1984, 7 months before the release of Secret Wars 8 in December. However, in Marvel's continuity, the events in Secret Wars 8 take place before Amazing Spider-Man 252, Marvel Team Up 141, and Spectacular Spider-Man issue 90. There we go, that's a good rundown. The 7-day trend on this book, plus 102%. 54 copies have sold this week, that's crazy. The average raw sale now, $43.17. And like I said, I won this for free, so I'm delighted about that. It's only mid-grade. We've got a bit of a corner crease down here, but I'm delighted just to have this book. And 9.8 is just sold on average for $207. Number 5 on our list now, and we're getting some image comics. We don't usually get them. It's been a while. The book in question, guys. Walking Dead, issue number 191. Now, for spoilers, if you haven't known about this, it's coming. I'm going to tell you. This is the issue that ends on a cliffhanger after Rick Grimes, the big star, is shot at point blank range in the chest. Now, I'm hoping you're not sleeping on issue 192, guys. That is going to be a big issue. Kirkman has come out and said about it. I know what happens in it. I'm pretty sure you're going to know what happens about it very soon. Now, the 7-day trend on this book, plus 111%. 51 copies have sold this past week. Average raw sale now, $9.41. I paid $3.50 for my copy. The average graded, but there aren't any out there at the moment. It's just a matter of time, though. This is going to be a key issue for some time. Now, did we need it? Probably not. The Walking Dead TV series and the comics have been on a steady decline for some time now. And if the supposed character happens to pass away, Kirkman has said the Walking Dead series will wrap up fairly soon after. Time will tell. There is a second printing that has just come out, but I'm delighted to own the first printing. Number 4 on our list is an issue number 4. We are talking Venomlethal Protector, issue number 4. Yeah, bit of an oddball to get in there. But this is the first appearance of Scream and Riot. Now, Riot appeared in the Venom movie, and Riot is Trevor Cole. Scream is Donna Diego. We've also got the first appearance of Agony, who is Leslie Ganesha. First appearance of Lasher, who is Raymond Hernandez. And the first appearance of Phage, who is Coral Mack. Awesome book. This is an awesome series, Venomlethal Protector. I have the full run. Pick this up for just £1. Can't go wrong for that. The 7-day trend on this book, plus 121%. 55 copies have sold this past week. The average raw sale now, $11. Now, the average graded book for this issue is $81.38. Who's not to say in Venom 2 we don't get a couple more of these characters? I'm looking forward to Venom 2. Of course, we're getting Woody Harrelson as Carnage. That's the big one. Number 3 on our list. And I spoke about this book just now. Alexandria, Ocasio-Cortez, and the Freshman Force. Who this one-shot? This is the Carla Cohen Wonder Woman Virgin variant. Like I said, DC sent a cease and desist order on this Wonder Woman homage. This was limited to 250 copies, and it is on fire. Look at that. It's a lovely cover, guys. You can't deny it. Well, the 7-day trend on that book, plus 359%. 23 copies have sold. And that means you got a lot of money, these 23 people, because the average raw sale now for a book that's been out a couple of weeks, $1,002. Oh my days. The biggest variant I think I've seen for some time. Love to find that in a dollar box. Number 2 on our list. Talked about this series already in great depth. This is War of the Realms, New Agents of Atlas, issue 2. This is the regular cover, guys. The first full appearance of the Swordmaster. Like I say, it's a hot new series. Now, it's just a matter of time before the New Agents of Atlas get their own number 1. Because, of course, this is a War of the Realms spin-off. Now, the 7-day trend on that book, plus 149%. 76 copies have sold this past week. The average raw sale now, $10.86. No graded books out there at the moment. I just passed on issue 3. I might come to regret that. And our number 1 book, guys. Again, it's a book I've been looking for. My LCSs have not got them in. I'm a bit sad about that, because this is a character that could have some legs or some wings. It's a character that is going to really stick around, I think, because it's also the first cover appearance, and books with a new character on the cover are always well sought after. The book in question, Miles Morales, issue number 6, the first full appearance of Starling, and Starling is a Vulture's granddaughter. Yeah. Now, she first appears in cameo at the end of Miles Morales Spider-Man issue number 5, so look out for that one as well. Now, the 7-day trend on that book, plus 246%. 55 copies of that book have sold this past week, and the average raw copy now, $8. No graded books out there. That's Daz with a wrap-up. Woo! It's a bit long this week today, guys. Sorry about that, but a lot of good info. How many have I got? Snoozle Pop, you're going to crush me again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of 20 for Dazzie. Let me know in the comments if you can beat me. Most people do. I'm at 685 subscribers. World record. Woohoo! If you like what you see, please subscribe. Thanks and bye for now.